Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I also want to make a few contributions to these very important instruments aiming at addressing some of the challenges that are being faced by domestic workers. I think these are very important ILO conventions that need to be supported by everybody, and hence the reason why I support these two conventions, with a few qualifications, of course. First of all, the Convention 189 is a convention of 2011. One wonders why such a very important convention is to be ratified in 2020. The other one is fine because it's a 2019 convention. I think the timing is perfect on that one. My intervention, Honorable Speaker, is to say that, and I'm approaching this from an economic perspective, is to say that if we, as a nation, understand the importance of domestic workers, specifically, or low-income earners in general, then we will be in a position to treat them better. We need to have that understanding, especially in terms of their contribution to the socio-economic situation of any given country. Apart from the contribution to raise our children and to make sure that houses are clean for those people who can afford domestic workers, they are contributing quite significantly to our economy. Now I want to focus my argument on the growing of the economy by domestic workers. And I want to share with this August House a concept on an economic concept called the marginal propensity to consume. Marginal propensity to consume. It basically just says that when you put your money into the lower end of your economic brackets, your economy grows, because the marginal propensity to consume of the low-income earners is significantly higher than the marginal propensity to consume of a rich person, like Honorable Pohamba Sifeta. Why? Because if Honorable Auhab is in a lower end of our economic sector, and he received an amount of $10,000, he will spend 90% of that $10,000 on basic food stuff. Hence the call of the Maslow hierarchy of needs. But if you give 50 million to somebody who's already have got 50 million, the probability of spending is very, very low, because it does not need food, it does not need shelter, it does not need education, or to spend money on education, it does not need to spend money on health. So his basic human need has already been taken care of. And I think that is where we go wrong. Our economy is geared toward spending money on the rich and not putting money where it contributes to the money circulation in our economy. What I'm saying is that the other end is the marginal propensity to save. A rich person has got a tendency of saving more than spending. So the reverse is true, that a rich person will save money in tax havens and all over the show, whereas a low-income earner will spend money in the economy and therefore increase the circulation of money in the economy. That is what marginal propensity to consume is all about. And I think that is a very important input into our economic growth. And I think moving forward is something that the executive, the Minister of Finance, the Minister of Economic Affairs, the National Planning Commission will have to take a critical look at it, including the private sector. Because if we can put more money into the lower income earners, we will also enhance economic growth because of the fact that all the money that goes to a low income earner goes into spending as opposed to saving. That is a very critical input that is being contributed to our economic growth by that segment of our population. So I believe that because of that economic factor and all the other social factors, we have that obligation as a nation to make sure that our resources are applied and geared towards economic development. And that is just the right thing to do. The right thing to do is to take money out of the rich people and put it more into the lower income segment of our market. And through that, we can grow our economy. With these few words, Honorable Speaker, I support the ratification